because I got the
Right now.
notifications in YouTube. So I hate to break it to everybody, but I may have to cut it out early tonight. I may have to leave at 10:30 because I pretty much just want to watch Adult Swim anime night.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
That's
fine.
a
It's finally
thing.
the perfect podcast is literally now.
Yeah, the perfect podcast only for me to leave it early, but let's make these couple of minutes with me a legend. So Garrett, I have a topic that you resonate with like me. When the
Yep.
popular kid says something funny, everybody laughs, but when you say something funny, nobody laughs because you're the irrelevant white kid. But when the popular kid says something funny, the whole class laughs, even if it's not funny. But when you say something that's actually funny, they don't laugh.
I don't get it. It seems
What?
like whenever you wear AirPods, I guess it's supposed to make your jokes funnier. That's what I've heard. I don't know.
No, what I mean is that when you say something funny in the class, nobody laughs, but when the popular kid says something funny, the whole class laughs.
Well, that's just because like half of the kids that are laughing to it just want to be friends with the popular kids. They just want
Yeah,
to.
true. But you resonate with it, right?
Oh heck yeah!
Yeah, exactly. I resonate with it too, man. It's like I'll say something actually funny, nobody will laugh, but the popular kid will, and then everybody's gonna laugh.
It's sad when like I don't know, I don't relate to it too much just because now I feel like I'm starting to gain more attention because people realize that I'm actually funny, but at the same time, I guess like in the past I could because I mean you just like say something, the popular kid hears it and then says it again and then people think he created it.
Yeah. Honestly, this year in ninth grade and throughout my rest of high school, I'm just gonna be the quiet kid in class. I'm literally just gonna be the quiet kid.
I literally can't be the quiet kid because it just gives me depression.
Yeah, there's gonna be douchebags next year, so it's gonna be hard. But I'll try and see if I can be the quiet kid. I'll try my hardest, but it's gonna be a difficult task.
The most quiet kid in all my classes gets like roasted by everyone for not talking.
I wouldn't care if someone roasted me for not talking. In my case, at my school, if you're the quiet kid, no one even knows you exist. Not even the teachers know you exist.
Literally, if you know who I'm talking about, right, Garrett?
Yeah, we have a quiet kid who doesn't talk that much named Yusuf. I swear he is probably
Not
has.
Yusuf. That we're not gonna mention any names here.
Yeah, we can't mention names.
The one who's the center of everyone's jokes.
Yeah,
You know who I'm talking about, right?
he has more. He has talked to more
Not him.
popular kids.
Not him.
Oh.
You know, I can't mention names, but the name starts with Row.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So literally, it's funny how she's like dead quiet, and then just because of that, she's like the center of everyone's jokes.
No, I want no. That's tough. Poor person. Is she attractive or no?
No.
She's she's Indian.
Oh. Oh. Just oh.
And Marshall claims that she's autistic.
She has a very short temper tantrum.
Does Cake Boy throw temper tantrums?
Cake was just annoying.
Yep. Speaking of that, I had to say something here. Cake Boy has a fucking crush on me.
The worst thing ever is like sometimes I'm up at like 12 a.m. and he's like the only person online that I can talk to, and I like would rather talk to
Me,
anybody
me,
else.
me, me, me. I'm always up at 12 a.m.
Well, yeah, maybe hit me up.
Yeah, but still. How do you feel about that, Garrett?
if I don't know how I'd react if I had to wake up at 12, like, or at midnight, and just see a guy named Cake Boy saying that he wants to shoot a porno with me. How do you think I still don't know how I would take that. I would either
I don't know how I took it. I don't know how I was able to withstand that because if that were me in my religious Muslim face, I would have been like, "You kafir, stop talking to me. I'm going to cut your head in the name of Allah." That probably would have been me if 2 years ago, but now, but yeah, that's kind of awkward because as a heterosexual male, having a homo like you can be really weird in life, and we're not gonna say his name because that would be pretty messed up. But no. And let's be realistic. Even if the three of us were
Honestly,
gay,
though, if he is listening to this, he would definitely know. You know who you are if you're listening.
yeah, he definitely would know who he is. Do you think he'd get mad?
I don't know.
I don't think he would. He doesn't really care, to be honest.
he would only get mad if we burned his crop top.
He gets mad if anybody else does anything, but for us, he's like, whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like, how do I put it into words? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, even if the three of us were gay, we wouldn't have attraction to him. We would not.
I told him that one, and he's just like, oh my gosh.
Oh my god, that's so mean. Oh my god.
And he like started laughing.
Yeah.
It's true though.
I mean, it's true, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, I don't think. I heard he had. You know who I'm talking about. We're not gonna say any names once again, but we know who his previous crush was. Now, I know. Shall I say the popular blonde kid that he told me about? I'm not gonna say his name, but
I know who you're talking about,
yeah, we all know who I'm talking
and
about.
he could be watching right now because I know he's seen some episodes.
Oh, yeah, that's really awkward for him.
I-
And then it's like, I can't blame that guy's girlfriend for hating on you know who because, come on, even though your guy's straight, but at the same time, if your girlfriend hates a gay guy for liking you, that's not a good thing because that
I
means
had
your
no idea
girlfriend.
he had one.
That means your Dill's. We'll call him Dill. Dill's girlfriend.
He knows who he is, and probably other people know how obvious it is now.
Yeah, Dill. That's not a good thing for your girlfriend to hate a gay guy for liking you because that might
I
mean your
never even
girlfriend has
knew he had
questions.
one.
That might mean your girlfriend has questions about your sexuality. So that's not a good thing, but I kind of
I'm
see why.
messaging Cake Boy on who it is because I have no idea.
You want me
As
to
long
tell you who it is?
as
Dude,
long as
I'll
the
text
gay
you.
guy doesn't do anything
How about you
sexual.
message it to me or type it in the
Um,
group chat?
I just sent it to you.
But
Dill,
who's,
Dill.
but who's his though? I know who the person is, but
His crush, or former crush. His new crush is me, but
no.
even though I'm not even attractive,
Who's
but
the GF?
oh, I've no clue who his girlfriend is. I just heard about her.
Okay, I'm messaging Cake Boy asking.
He told me about it in one of the vid chats.
Cake Boy, for listening, please, for the love of God, put on a real shirt when you're in public.
It's just it doesn't look good. I don't know if you're gay and you wear a crop top. Don't wear a crop top actually if you're gay because that's for women. I'm sorry to all the gay men out there, but crop tops are 100% for women. That's for women, man, not for guys. A guy should never wear that. Just imagine a fucking hairy ass man walking around with a crop top. It wouldn't look good. Men should never wear crop tops. Even a woman would agree to that a man should never wear a crop top. Hell,
And
even
then,
an SJW probably would.
and
I
then
would be
there's
more.
Rocky Balboa.
I would be more scared if I saw a man wearing a crop that he was an actual teacher.
Hey,
Like
Rocky
for a
Moore.
preschool.
I'd be more scared of a man wearing a crop top than an obese woman wearing a crop top, to be honest.
Hey,
Because it does not look good.
hey, Rocky Moore won during his training scene in episode 3. I mean, in the third movie of Rocky. I'm sending an image to your DMs.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this is.
Both Rock
Oh,
and Apollo.
Let's see. I feel like I might need to send a link to the training scene just because I can't find an image of it.
In the meantime, I'll send you a picture of what Cake Boy looks like.
That gay chat has been really, really disturbing lately.
Yep, with all the
I
K-pop
left it a
fanboys.
while ago.
With all the K-pop fanboys, right?
Okay, I found it. I'm sending a link. It's about, I think, around 35 seconds into the video. And that's pretty accurate to what Cake Boy looks like.
Yep, I know. It's exactly what Cake Boy looks like. He looks
Yeah,
like...
go to like 35 seconds in the video and you'll see.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I'm not into that gay shit. It's fine. Okay.
And I'm
Uh-oh.
showing
Did I say something that could get me in trouble nowadays?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, gay shit.
I mean, I don't have any problems with gay people. Like,
Yeah, like I don't have problems with gay people either. It's just like I would never, and unfortunately in my case, of course a gay guy likes me. It can't be some hot goddess. Of course it has to be a gay guy.
as
I
long
know
as he
that's
Really
just my
everybody's life.
as long as he
As long
doesn't force himself. If he doesn't force himself onto me, I'm fine.
I have
But
this one friend on Facebook who has like such like a similar scenario, but it's with like multiple of them, and he's just like, "What? Why is my life the exact opposite of what I want?"
yeah, exactly. It's like to a certain extent, the world is trying to make me gay, but it's failing to do that. All right, well, even then, this was a great podcast, but
All right, go watch your anime.
hey, it's not like gay anime. It's mainstream. It's like Dragon Ball, Attack on Titan, and
Dragon
that type of
Balls.
shit. Dragon Balls. That sounds like something Cake Boy would enjoy.
Dragon
Okay,
Ball
well,
Z.
The worst thing was when Kate was said, "Put X-wing inside my Death Star."
oh, okay, well, I'll end off at that note. Not, well,
Yeah, because
I would say, but yeah, bye.
I said that I researched into like a recent interest in Star Wars, and then he just says that to me. I'm like, stop.
It's a Jar Jar Binks.
Can we at least have a normal conversation without him having to say any of that gay stuff?
I think you would really have to try. Like, really try to, like,
I can't.
you have to, like, change the subject as
It's
long
like
as
that one scene in Shrek where literally Shrek's like, "Can you stop talking about for 5 minutes?" That's what it's like.
Ogre do not have sex with gay people.
It sounds like Nico Bellic.
I think I've been talking too much Nico Bellic or Prussian voices that I don't even I forgot how to do Shrek's voice. Oh, hello there.
You want cheesecake?
I'm pretty sure there's a GTA 4 mod
Mr.
where
Jar Jar Binks, Mr. your humble servant. Excuse me, but the most safest place to be Gonga City. This is where I grew up. Wow.
matter of fact, I was at Weiss a couple of hours ago. This guy came in, a heavyset guy. He was wearing a tank top, and it was the weirdest T-shirt. It was a panda holding the LGBTQ flag, and I guess him putting up. He was like doing some like gang sign,
Yeah,
and he had lipstick on. I didn't even question, but I couldn't hold in my laughter to see.
I
But the way he walked, one leg was like cocked up, like like if he had a stick up his ass, and I don't know. He was.
did. You
I
know,
just tried
I-
so hard not to
yeah,
laugh.
I debunked this one myth where they're like, "Hey, pandas can't be racist. They're black, white, and Asian." And I said they're not Latino though. And then everybody's just like, "Yeah, that one was easy to debunk."
Now if they eat something Latino food, I don't know. Well, scratch that.
It's like
I
this
get.
meme where somebody took a photo of the walls. Oh, Tanner said that his anime doesn't start till 11, so let's add him back.
So he's coming back.
Yeah.
Uh,
9, 6, 8, 9, 7, 8.
Quick! I'm reloading.
Jahil. Dr. K.
Dr. K will now see you in his office.
That sounds re-invite.
How was your 4th of July?
It was decent. I brought Z Chen Wu to see fireworks at Columbia Mall.
I think this was the only year that I actually didn't see fireworks on the 4th of July.
It's funny because Z Chen Wu was like, every time I see you in the summer, we were always by a fire because the first day of after the day we got out of school, I had a fire in my backyard. You stopped by, and then after that, when he came back on 4th of July, my mom doesn't have a grill, so she had this like cheapo thing to grill the food on, and there was like on fire on it. And then after that, we were by, and she's like, every time I see you in the summer, there was always a fire.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of hangouts on air, and there's like some new alternative for it or something.
Yeah.
That Obama profile picture though.
I'm back on. So I have till 11 because that's when Dragon Ball Super comes on. They're not showing My Hero Academia, which is a good show for all of you to watch. Now, I heard about the topic we were getting into. What did he say about the gay shit on Star Wars?
He said, "Put your X-wing inside my Death Star."
Oh my god. Oh jeez. So in other words, I've been watching this anime called Death Note, and for all the people out here watching, it's a really good anime. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you guys need to check that shit out.
No, Cake Boy's obsession with pineapples.
Oh, pineapple t-shirts. Oh, and we can't forget about the legendary ramen hoodie, right?
No, alright, so he's the pineapple t-shirt,
Ramen
his
hoodie.
pineapple headband, pineapple like the string lights that he hangs up in his room.
Can't blame him.
Phone
He's
case.
shaped like a pineapple after all. You can't blame him.
Wow.
My new favorite movie is Love, Simon.
Oh my
I'm
god, that is the best movie ever. I watch it with Janae.
Actually, this is how you do it.
Oh my god, hey sisters, it's Cake Boy here, and I run an Instagram page called The Golden Cake. Oh my god.
If I was home alone right now, I'd do my impression, but I'm not.
Why aren't you gonna do this impression of him? Oh, I think I know one. You don't want to make yourself look like an idiot on YouTube, right?
No, because my mom's home.
Oh,
And I live in a small tower house.
He
oh,
leads.
jeez.
She's sleeping right now, but she could probably hear me.
I mean, I'm lucky because in my case, nobody at my school knows about this podcast, really. So I'm lucky, I guess.
Decent amount of mine know about it.
No one in mine knows. I don't tell
'Cause they're
people about
subscribed to my channel with notifications on.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
because you're.
I think some popular kids are watching podcasts.
They actually watch us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Joe,
The people that watch it though are good people, I think.
yeah, he made a lot of them laugh.
Who did?
Joe, he found a new gender. We were
Yeah.
sitting
What
in
gender?
we were
Alright,
sitting in
well,
art
let me tell the story from my
Yeah.
perspective. So, alright, so in our class one day, on one of the last days of school, there was like a bathroom in the classroom. So literally there's a door on it, so it shows it's a unisex bathroom, so it has the male and female symbols, and then right next to it shows that it's handicap accessible with a handicap symbol. So I point at it and I yell out loud, "Hey everyone, look, I discovered the third gender! I knew it existed!" And the whole class just burst into laughter.
Yeah, that is kind of funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Handicaps are the third gender.
I also
What a
yelled
big-
it really out loud.
That's a bigger anime. That's a very big anime twist. The third gender are the handicaps all along.
Yes.
No, the anime twist was that we had to play Bob Ross bingo at the end of the school, or the last day of school.
Tanner, if you want to hear an explanation, Garrett, you define it.
I wonder what your school thinks when they hear me, or but I wonder what they think of
They're always
me.
like, "Who's the other dude?" I'm like, that's my friend Tanner." And they're like, "How do you know him?"
Do they think I'm funny or what?
They're like, "Yo, dude, that guy in your podcast is actually really funny."
Dude, give them my Instagram because they're welcome to follow me.
Yeah.
Tell the second.
Next time somebody brings you up, I'm gonna be like, "Here, follow them right now."
Yeah, so to all the people wondering who I am, you can follow me on Instagram, doc.tor.k, and you can subscribe to me on YouTube here, Dr. K.
Well,
I have my own channel.
You want to tell the story on how he met?
Okay, so this was years ago. I was like,
2017.
yeah, should we save that for now, or should we save this for like the 100th episode? No, let's do it now and then do it again on the 100th episode.
Yeah.
So it was 2017. I had by far the cringiest Instagram account you could possibly imagine. It went from like Savage Dude 1397, and then from there like middle school dropout Tanner, and then from there Swaggy Tanner.
I told you to make that.
Swaggy Tanner.
Swaggy
That came from
Tanner.
Spoderman.
Yeah. So that was a really cringy Instagram account. Now at my school, people still make fun of me for it sometimes, but like, it's just an account I generally hate making.
Middle school dropout was the cringiest.
Yeah, definitely. I should have never made it. That was back when I had that stupid 12-year-old mentality. That was 2017, so we'll get more into that account in another episode of the podcast, but so back to it. So Joseph had this account called Moldy Pizza, and I knew
Oldie
Tito from that.
1985 pizza.
Yeah. So he was claiming to be Tito, So, I would watch SML back then because who didn't when you were 11 and 12? And I thought it was cool and stuff. And I really liked Tito, the legendary mustache man. Even though he kind of looked like a 40-year-old pedophile, but that's okay, I guess, because he was a legend. So from there, I thought it was Tito, and then I ended up actually thinking it was Tito. And then from there we met, and then from there I learned after like fucking a month, he
3
told me
months.
he was.
It was like the whole
3 months.
summer break, and then like the end, I flat out admitted
You
it.
told me who you were, and then from there we became like really close friends.
You're like, oh, you had me fools in that group chat, and then everybody's just like, we knew it all along.
Yeah. And then from there, I met Garrett, Ishan, Marshall, and everybody through Joseph, but those guys came way after me and Joseph met. And then Cake Boy I met last summer.
Yeah.
So eventually we all met. That's pretty much how I met Joseph. I thought he was Tito
God,
from
how you met
SML.
Cake Boy.
Through you. You made a chat or something, and then from there I started talking with him. And then out of nowhere, he completely forgot I existed, and then sometime in like January he started talking to me again. And then I guess I became somewhat close with him. Or the closest I feel comfortable to him. Didn't mean that in a gay way.
I swear, I just like only talk to him when like I have nobody else to talk to.
I talk to him a lot.
Oh, I guess he's okay, but
I
I
like-
just
I'd like
just keep.
talking to him if he actually had some good discussions and stuff, but he's always just talking with the same cringy stuff, and I'm just like, makes me want to talk to him less.
I just try to
Honestly-
avoid the sexual conversations.
That's all he
Oh,
brings up.
well, poor you two, because you guys have been twerked on him. You guys got twerked by him, You guys actually physically got twerked. He decided to put his fat man butt on you guys. That's probably going to be one of the worst things on earth, right?
Yeah,
I don't know who got it worse, me or Joe, because Joe,
me.
you did.
I had it several times when I had to sit next to him on the bus in like 7th grade.
I got freaking
Oh,
bear
yeah.
hugged by him, like without even noticing it.
Think I would be like you scooted all the way to the end of the seat.
If he did that to me,
I
if
would
he
like
did that
sit on the edge of the seat and have my legs in the aisle.
If he did that to me, I would Allahu Akbar him out of existence if he did that to me.
Can I sit
would've-
on you, baby?
I would have yelled, Allahu Akbar! And then blew him up.
Yeah.
I would have done that. I would have been like, I'm sorry, Chris. I had to blow you up. You just kept twerking
It's
on
funny
me.
how I'm Christian. Half the time as a joke, I yell Allahu Akbar.
Yeah.
In PE
I
class,
think I do a
we
pretty
were
good
playing this
version.
one game called Alligator Alley. So there's like these like mats, and then there's like these kids on like those gym scooters, and like they scoot around. And if you get tagged by them, you have to sit on the mat. And then so literally one of them, I literally ran through, and he tried to tag me, so I jumped over his arm and did this roll and yelled Allahu Akbar.
Yep.
Another
Allahu
time, I
Akbar.
charged straight at the dude and to purposely get tagged. I yelled Allahu Akbar, and everyone just looked at me.
If you go into Turkey, like, because it's a Muslim country,
Yeah.
but a secular one, meaning you don't have to pray and stuff 5 times a day. They'll have the Islamic prayers. Now, I'm Muslim, by the way. I didn't leave my religion. I just don't practice it. But, in those countries, in all the Muslim countries,
Yeah.
you'll hear the chants and they'll be like, Allahu Akbar, Allah, Allahu Akbar, Allah. I have it memorized.
I was
That's
at
how-
I was at Toys R Us one time, and I was like 12. There was this Arab guy who was like fully dressed. He had like those hijabs, and he had like a
So you must have like a
Hijab is
turban.
what women wear. You mean the turban. The
oh
turban. The turban
Yeah.
is what the men wear.
yeah. So what does 12-year-old me do? I walk over to him with like a bomb, and they like handed it to him, and he's like looking at me, and I go Akbar, and
That's
he's like,
such a dick.
where's your parents? And I just keep saying the same word, Akbar.
That's such a dick move.
It's like the guy just
Poor
like pulls
guy was
off,
just
like
walking.
a robe, and then he has like a whole suicide vest on, and he's like Allahu Akbar.
Poor guy. He just probably wanted to get some.
I
He
didn't. I
probably
don't know
just
if he
wanted
was
to
an
get some
employee,
voices.
but I probably didn't say it right because I didn't. Joe told me how to say Allah Akbar correctly. I said
Allahu
Allah
Akbar.
Yeah, I used to
It's
say
Allahu
Awadma.
Akbar.
It's
Allah
Allahu Akbar.
Akbar.
Allahu Akbar! I do it perfectly, but I'm half Muslim, so. Why am I dissing my religion? Why?
I
I'm
don't
bullying
know.
them.
Sometimes I diss the community of my religion, but like not the
Oh,
religion
yeah.
itself.
Oh, yeah. Popes and touching little kids.
You know, what I really
Honestly-
diss is I just diss like the teachers and stuff for like how like psychopathic they feel and like
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, don't get me wrong. As a Muslim, I have to admit, like, to a certain extent, some people make Islam look bad, the teachers, but Catholicism is just oof with the teachers, man.
no, literally.
I
So
wouldn't
like
be
in the
surprised.
confirmation class, I had this one teacher. So like she's like the head of like the whole church, and like she literally one day in class we'd have to attend these like an hour and a half long classes on Wednesdays. Like this was like throughout like the first half of this year. So like literally, one class she said, Jesus wants to be more than just a friend, and like everybody's like trying to hold back laughter.
Oh, yeah. I could honestly just think to myself that a lot of those popes, I don't mean Pope Francis because he seems like a genuine good person, but a lot of those popes in minor churches, I bet that they have secret
It's not really
hentai
a
in that
minor church. They're not really popes or priests.
Yeah, the priests. I bet they secretly have hentai all over in that secret back room in the church. They probably go into an underground desk on the days there's no church and then just masturbate to all the hentai down there. And then go up and go in the holy water and beg God for forgiveness as they go back down and do it again.
Yeah.
And then it's a non-stop cycle between masturbating to hentai and then going in the holy water and begging
Yeah, my
forgiveness.
church, there's two priests. There's one priest, he's like this white guy, and he's pretty nice to everyone and stuff. And then there's the other priest, this Indian guy, and he's just like,
Yeah, that's the thing. Indian Christians and Indian Jews are a thing too. But then
I had
again,
never heard of
if there's
Indian Jews.
Ethiopian and Ugandan Jews, then I guess there could be any type of Jews, I guess. For all we know,
The weirdest
there could
one's
be-
Japanese.
there could
Jews.
be there yeah, Chinese Jews too. Imagine how smart a Japanese Jew would be, or an Asian Jew to be more specific. Jews are very smart and Asians are very smart. They probably have godlike mentalities.
Tooth.
But then again,
Not collide.
that comes at a cost. That comes with a negative sized dick. So it comes at a cost. That big intelligent brain comes at the cost of a tiny penis. Oh well, what can you say?
So you can tell when a person is not intelligent or intelligent just by the size of their dick.
Well, Jesus, this is a very hard topic to explain.
Arjun clarifies that when Joe met that white Christian preacher, whatever, he says, quote
that
unquote,
was the bishop who basically did the confirmation thing, and he's like, "Oh, I saw you got a picture with God."
Oh my god.
you're offending my religion.
Yeah.
Is that a very, very good pic
I'm like,
with
"That's
God?
not God." He's like, "Who is it then?" I'm like, "That's a bishop." He's like, "What's a bishop? Is that God?"
I've had bad memories at churches. I think I told Joe this one, but I was at church one time and I asked one of the people working there where was a bathroom, and they said it was in the basement. So when I walked down there, and there's like a long
You said
hallway.
that was your preschool.
It was my priest. It was like at preschool. My mom signed me up for like this Christian. So every Thursday we had to go to church. That was right next to the preschool. It's called St. John's Parish Day School.
Yeah, I went there to preschool.
Well, I walked down the long dark hallway, and I keep looking for the door. All of a sudden, I just hear this moaning.
That's probably a priest masturbating to hentai.
And it just keeps getting louder when I get closer to it. Finally, I find the bathroom, and I want to keep exploring, but I feel like something's gonna like, I don't know, something in my gut just told me that I was not gonna come out of that basement if I did went in there.
That moaning, it could have been either two things. It could have either been a demon that the Pope uses his holy water against, or it could have been the Pope or the priest or whatever the fuck engaging in the demon action of masturbation. How evil! Cut his dick off!
Your story about it, though.
I just have so many stories that my parents always miss it.
Tanner, tell Garrett your story on how you discovered it.
Discovered what?
You know.
Oh, the demon's secret of masturbation, huh?
Yeah.
Every man discovers it, but it's forbidden. The forbidden thing that no man must act upon, but every man secretly does. Even the priest does it. He just goes shower in holy water and then he does it again. For all we know, there could be cum in that holy water that all the kids go into.
Or it could be the ash that they put on your forehead. So basically, they're putting cum on your forehead.
Yeah, maybe the ash that he touches has imagine that, the ash with the priest's cum in it. Oh, what's that slimy thing in this ash?
I wrote this song for the Christian.
Uh-oh, the priest has been busy in
Now
demonic
get your
act.
story.
Oh yeah, my story. Oh, where I got so scared when I come because I was really religious in Islam back then, and I thought God was gonna kill me or I was gonna get sent to hell for masturbating. From that point on, for an entire set of 2 months, I thought to myself, uh-oh, I gotta pray to God, pray to Allah that I don't go, and then he'll forgive me. But I'll do it again the next day, so why the fuck does it matter? And then I realized that there's no way that the demonic act of masturbation could be a sin. That's a very big anime twist. The demonic act of masturbation is not a sin. Easily the best anime twist. That's something more, just more utterly shit-inducing and world-fucking than Captain Aizen being revealed to be the main villain of Bleach. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Indeed. It just is.
Goofy caused 9/11.
Oh, hey, kids.
Like a demon just like, okay, so it says here
Man,
you...
I'm Mickey Mouse. You want some weed from the Booja Boss? Oh, no,
Hey, man,
Mickey.
I'm Mickey Mouse,
That's my
guys.
Booja Boss. You
Oh,
stay
hello,
away from my
Mickey.
Booja Boss. Hey,
It says here that you caused the 9/11 attack. That's what they get for supporting Israel.
Yoinks, I got the Booja Boss.
Oh, Joseph, remember those anti-Israeli posts I used to make?
Yeah.
I remember.
You're like,
I would
Israel's
spend
bad.
30 minutes.
Go Palestine.
Free Palestine, Habibi! Fuck
I
Israel!
think
Go
of
for
Palestine, I
Palestine!
think of the Munich 1972 terror attacks.
To be honest, I don't really go. I'm not into political shit anymore, but if I'm going to be honest, this is probably going to be the only time where I even mention anything political on this podcast. Fuck politics. That's all I'm going to say. Politics are just lame. I used to be into them, but you know what? That was 13-year-old politics anyway, so it wasn't
I
even
didn't choose
good.
politics. Politics chose me.
Well, for me, to be honest, both Israel and Palestine suck an ass. They both do horrible shit. They both have horrible fucking governments. They're both complete shit, okay? They're both complete shit.
Israel's
Benjamin,
like modernized and
Benjamin,
Palestine's like 580.
yeah, Benjamin whatever the fuck his name is a piece of shit, and then the Hamas guys are just fuckers too. Nobody gives a shit. They're both bad, to be honest.
People say
anyways,
global warming is causing chaos, but open your fucking eyes.
Did you know the only reason why they say global warming is a threat is just because landscape scientists don't want to restart their research?
Everything is the people's fault. America's going to shit all because of the American people.
I hope you know that farts are a cause of fucking global warming, I guess. They say that farts are a cause of global
Isn't
warming.
that what AOC said about cows or something like that?
Uh-oh. Looks like I'm gonna cause the world to blow up.
Your gun is causing African children to not have food.
Oh, jeez. My butt is just a complete gun right now. That was my mouth, by the way. I didn't actually fart.
I could tell.
Yep. Hey, and I like to think about it like this. I fart, but I don't shit.
I
Actually,
can still
wait, what?
taste that coconut milk tea that I had a few hours ago.
Did it
There's
taste
a thing
good?
called
Wait, no,
coconut tea.
It was coffee milk tea, actually. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know.
Huh?
I drink coconut milk tea, coffee milk tea.
Okay, first of all, Turkish tea is by far the best tea of all time, and that's a fact.
You ever had milk tea?
Milk tea? No, that sounds disgusting.
It's actually pretty good.
I've had Turkish tea's the best tea. Don't even at me on that. Turkish tea's the best. Man, I just can smell the Adana kebab away. Like, if it's one thing a choice to, I would just go to Istanbul and just spend all day there eating Adana kebab. Istanbul.
You know how they make coffee milk tea?
How?
They boil milk and black tea together, and then they filter it and then add the coffee.
You know,
to it.
imagine what mustard and water would taste like.
Probably just tastes like watery mustard.
That's
You know,
disgusting.
There are some
I fucking hate
sodas.
mustard.
There's an actual thing called peanut butter and
Yeah,
jelly
bacon
soda.
flavored soda. Yeah, I've heard of those before. Those are fucking.
I
ugh.
want some Soulja Boy pineapple soda.
I want
Soulja Boy's the greatest gamer in history. How dare
I
you
want the
make fun
Goop
of
the
him?
Grunk.
Goop de Grunk. We should make
Goop
that
de
to an
Grunk.
actual drink. And
I want the Raj curry
Jared, if you
soda.
come over this week, we're making a tutorial on how to make Goop de Grunk.
Yes.
I'm
Alright,
gonna make a
guys.
video to make Raj Gupta soda. Number one, add a fuck ton of curry, water, make it bubbly, and then add rasili for the last
I
thing.
know how to
Oh
make
yeah,
Goop de
and you
Grunk.
have to add my cut up masala pieces in there too.
And
You know the
don't
one that I
forget the
used to
match.
beat the shit out of my child and wife?
You know how to
You
make.
know my
I figured out how to
masala.
make Goop
I
de
used
Grunk.
it to beat my wife and I beat my child with it.
You know how to
I'm
make
going
Goop de
to
Grunk.
beat my wife and my child with my masala.
Darituna.
How dare
Yes,
you
baby.
insult me?
I figured out how to
Okay,
make
well,
Goop de Grunk. So this is the recipe. You take some like naked smoothie of any flavor, and then you add green food coloring to it.
And then
okay,
you-
well,
Then you get some
I gotta go,
Indian
guys.
pubic
This
hair.
time-
Alright, yeah.
this time for real, I gotta go. And Indian pubic hair. That sounds quite intriguing. That sounds like something Cake Boy would enjoy. But yeah, bye.
Alright, goodbye. Alright, now it's time
Bye.
to discuss Goop de Grunk recipes.
Yes, the Goop the Grunk is very sacred.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I wonder if that would actually turn like green. I'm just imagining like a green, like thick drink.
And would it be like considered like an energy drink or
like
like a
thick-
soda?
You know, like thick, like a naked smoothie, and then like that's green colored.
Oh. So like it's kind of like Pepto Bismol but like green.
Pepto Bismol. No, like what the naked stuff you drink, like
Yeah,
that kind of texture.
Yeah, that thick. It like a kind of like a smoothie but not that thick.
I drink this stuff now called Hint, and it's like this like infused water that's like different fruit flavors. And like everybody's like, "Why do you drink that?" I'm like, because it's a good alternative to juice. It's
Cause
no
it's
sugar.
dank.
Hey, it's good. It's water that tastes like fruit. Like, I feel like when I drink plain water, just like I'm like, it usually doesn't taste good.
Goop the Grunk, and we need to have your boy Bangs promote it.
Shawty, if you come with me, I'm gonna give you Goop the Grunk. I
Hey
honestly
baby,
should-
time to get
I
drunk
wonder
with
what
the
your boy
Goop the Grunk.
Bangs would say if I asked him to do an album with me or a song.
I've messaged him a lot, but he hasn't replied to me back yet.
He replies to me. He probably has like so many like message requests, and then like somehow he accepted mine.
The only time that I
Yeah,
messaged
I
you,
message him and he responds like pretty fast.
I think you were one of the quick ones that got to talk to him before he got viral. Not that viral, but
I feel like after I meet Chicky Chick, now he's getting like spammed with like no messages, and I messaged him before the game was released.
have you gotten a new high score in Chicky Chick?
No, your boy Banks, I'll post you to my story if you get over 100 in Chicky Chick, and then and like with the new update, and then literally I sent him like an old screenshot. He's like, "Hey, that's the old update. LOL, nice try." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." Let the challenge is on, and I still haven't done it yet because I barely play.
Challenge accepted.
I'm always like that. People I'm like challenge accepted.
Will you defend your honor?
Yeah, it's funny. Top 10 things I don't know. I have like weird because like 2017 and like early 2018, I was like picking up talent and shooting basketballs, and now since I've been practiced that much, I lost it.
Really?
Yeah, I started practicing a lot because I had these basketball lessons, and then the coach quit. So then yeah, I just gave up on life.
I've never touched a basketball when I was like through my when I was 11.
Literally,
Never liked the sport.
I literally like was I swear from like when I was like in first grade to like fifth grade, I had like barely much access to like any physical activity. And then it got really bad in sixth grade when I skipped 3 months of school and just ate snacks all day and gained like 50 pounds.
Great. Now I'm getting back Vietnam flashbacks from camp where you capture the flag and have like those crappy animal animal crackers that tasted like
The
styrofoam.
camp was good because we all got to hang out all day, but the only problem was the counselors.
Yeah.
Mr. Taylor, though.
But that was a time where everybody was getting chased by Snickums.
I remember when we went to the baseball game for lunch, we had like Lunchables bread.
Oh yeah.
Like you didn't have like a sealed Lunchables, you just had like an assortment of like different stuff from like Lunchables in a plastic bag.
There was this one kid. I think Jaden. You remember?
Yeah, the J.
Absolutely was scared of everything. He didn't even want to go outside one day because he saw a bee and he refused to go out.
That camp though, literally. What was the worst part of it? Honestly, I feel like all I remember, I just remember the baseball game, playing outside, in the Cotton Club skit. And that was really all I remember.
The only worst thing about it was the kids there.
I just remember it was just literally on. So they're like, all right, you have to sit at a special table if you have food with peanuts. So then I had a peanut butter jelly sandwich. I didn't want to get separated from you guys. Then freaking Eshawn like saw and like screamed it out loud that I had it. And they're like, go sit at that table. I'm like, dude, what the hell is wrong with you? You blew my cover. I don't know what. That's just like one of the dumbest things he's ever done.
I kind of miss it because now, I see a lot of things that have changed.
I hate being. I've literally just hated being a kid. It's like it's so annoying when you get pushed around by adults and you get and like can't do anything fun. It's really boring. People are like, oh, I miss childhood. I'm like, me, I'm so glad that's finally ending.
What is that thing you have to go to? The church?
Yeah. I mean, well,
Uh,
now I'm done with that confirmation class stuff because I got confirmed. So like, I just have to show up to church and that's it. Though I haven't gone in like 3 months.
That is legit slavery. I mean, 10 hours.
We had to do 20 hours of service, and I did 25.5.
20 hours, so that leaves you with like 4 hours?
No, you know how I got so many? Well, no, I got 14 hours one day just because I did this food drive where I sent out emails and like planned it for like 3 hours, and then me and my dad drove around slowly the whole day, and like the slow time, and we like made like several stops and stuff, and so that counted all towards the service hours.
I think one of the cringiest like parts of going to school was the Christmas plays where they have this like put you in like those turtleneck sweatshirts.
I haven't worn a turtleneck sweater in so long, but I remember in like kindergarten when I hated them because it felt like I was getting strangled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in kindergarten I'd always wear a red shirt and blue jeans to school, so I looked like Mario.
There was this one kid in my class named Mitchell who absolutely wanted to destroy everything. When the teacher was taking a chalkboard, I guess she was like doing a math problem. Mitchell just comes up, takes the chalk from her, and like starts like dribbling like a bunch of pictures that just like cover the equation.
Just
And I don't
reminds
know
me
how
how in
many.
8th grade in English class, sometimes when I was bored and we were doing nothing, I'd go up to the board with a piece of chalk and start writing in Japanese on the board.
Was out in Mrs. Kung. Could I say her name?
Don't say any names, but it was in 8th grade.
Uh,
Yeah. No, it's funny. In the last day of art class, you weren't there, I don't think. But then I literally I wrote "You're gay" in Japanese on the sidewalk with chalk, and then I also wrote Miss Vice Principal. I'm not saying the name. It's funky in Japanese. Everybody's like, you know Japanese. I'm like, yeah, and then like, oh, apparently, Mister my name is Slick, but nobody calls me that. I wrote knows Japanese. How cool. I'm like, yeah. I mean,
no one is as slick as Shaggy.
Slick is my alias, though. Yeah. Okay. Nope. It sounds much better than my actual name.
Yeah.
Hey, Slick. Yeah.
There was a video of this kid who was
I don't know.
his mom was like he was
My
playing.
actual name just sounds just really gay.
What do you mean?
It does. It just sounds like just retarded.
Are you kidding me? Think of it like an Italian
There's,
mobster name.
there's me. There's people on the internet. They say a good way to get people to like you is to call them by their name because the name's probably their favorite word. Like me, my name is my least favorite word. It's just funny how some people just like comment. They're like, "Wow, your dad would be so unoriginal just to copy and paste his name for your."
Hi, my first name is Harry. My last name is Cunt.
Yeah, and I have Junior at the end of my name, and yeah.
Mr. Jiggles
When I was 6, I thought it was cool to be called Junior.
Junior.
Yeah. So now,
When I was little, I couldn't pronounce any Indian names, so I just called everyone Rahul.
everybody says I look like a Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Yeah, like people just like assume my name is Jonathan when they just look at me. I'm like, well, my middle name's John, but it's not my name.
My mom said that it was like really close. They were gonna name me Gabriel.
Why would you want to be called Gabriel? It has gay in it.
Gabriel.
Yeah.
I mean, if they were gonna choose that, yeah, I guess people could just call me Gabe, but
It still has gay in it.
yeah, I would still get pretty much bullied for it. But people call me gay, right?
I love it how some people can't even spell Joseph. Some people spell Joesph. I'm like, no, it's Joseph. And like, they're like, oh, like nobody can spell my name. It's funny because I don't even pronounce my last name correctly most of the time. I actually just pronounce. I always say Mezzanotte, but the correct pronunciation is Mezzanotte.
I guess our goal is to be like the next Vanos crew.
Every time I say my last name correctly, people are like, "What?" Mezzanotte.
We'll just call you Eugene.
Yeah, that name. I associate that name with that gay Asian guy from the Try Guys at Mr. Krabs.
YTP, Mr. Krabs gets a little too handsy on children.
Are you ready, kids?
Yeah! I
No,
can't hear you.
Do a retarded scream. Do the elephant noise.
Mom, look, it's an elephant.
I can't replicate that sound.
And for the people who don't know what we're talking about, I made this really cringy video of me doing a Snickers commercial where there was supposed to be two people, but I had to do it myself because I'm lonely and I have no friends back then. But
And you still don't know.
well,
Yeah, I'm just being mean.
we are comrades
Yeah,
or allies.
are we? Okay, I'm just joking.
Cake Boy is our axis.
Cake Boy is the true villain of life.
Spreading communism with his gay pride.
I wonder if I'm a protagonist or an antagonist. I don't even know what I am, honestly. One day I'm being the nicest person in the world, and then the next day I'm being a total a-hole to everyone. And then the next day I am dead. Inside, not like actually dead. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw a kid dress up as Megamind last Halloween. And I was like, dude, you know Megamind was like...
Megamind.
Megamind is like this DreamWorks character. They're the same people that created Shrek. You have to look up...
Anakin Skywalker. Is it possible to learn this power? Yes, but only with the dark side of the Force.
Anything is possible with love. All you have to do is believe.
Yeah, that just sounds like how cheesy that part was in The Matrix when Neo got brought back to life after Trinity kissed him. Have you seen The Matrix?
No. That has Keanu Reeves, right?
Keanu Reeves, yeah, you should watch The Matrix. It's a S-tier movie.
I finally got to watch John Wick 1 and 2.
I still need to see them.
You haven't, or you have?
I haven't. My dad's like, it's too violent, but I mean, if I really wanted to, I could probably get access to them.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's not that dark, but I will say that he gets like
I'm like, my dad's like, it's too fine. And I'm like, then I'm just like, I played Doom, and that's probably worse, where you're freaking ripping demons apart. There's like blood spraying all over the screen, and that is an accurate representation of Doom. Speaking of Doom, I wonder when the sequel to the new one's coming out. They already revealed it and stuff, though it's like hasn't came out yet.
they're making another Angry Birds movie.
I don't know. I remember when they made Lego Angry Birds sets back in like 2016 for the movie. Now they're making Lego minions and stuff. I'm like, Lego needs to get better themes. Lego needs.
John Wick carries
I swear, Lego Star Wars is in like Indiana Jones and the OG Batman are the only Lego things I like. But they haven't made any Indiana Jones sets in 11 years.
I'm really trying to wait. I'm just waiting for them to make another, like you said, Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Literally, the only ongoing theme that Lego makes that I actually like is the Lego Star Wars, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, then there's like Lego City that's not bad, but I mean, I've never really cared about that much. And
Darth Maul carrying a Glock 36.
Anakin Skywalker dual wields micro Uzis while fighting Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan.
Honestly, though, a Jedi probably couldn't stop a actual firearm because they travel much faster than the blasters.
What
Basically,
about
Jedis would be nothing compared to an actual firearm. Because no Jedi could react fast enough to block actual bullet.
the same thing as a laser?
And then there's Neo in the Matrix who figured out how to dodge bullets. But at the same time, though, yeah, the whole plot of the Matrix is that really finds out that main character finds out that reality is just a hoax, and that reality's a world that's being controlled by artificial intelligence, and like the whole world is just a dream, and the artificial intelligence are like have like all the humans enslaved, and they're using them as like to generate electricity.
Apparently, the Apple Store has shut down a Civil War game just because it has the Confederate flag in it.
The Apple Store removed the NRA's training practice app.
Training app?
Yeah, where literally it's just like a target shooting game.
Oh.
And then, like, literally, when like the people confront like Apple and like Facebook and Twitter for being like leftist and like censoring like conservative views, they literally like deny it when there's so much evidence against it.
Yeah.
It's literally like you're pleading not guilty, and yeah, they have all the evidence that you are.
Yeah. But when I get a little bit older, I guess me and my dad are probably gonna go to a gun shack and take his 44 Magnum and just do a little target practice.
I already thought a 9mm was like a good amount of recoil myself.
Yeah.
At first, I thought like a 9mm was gonna be weak, but then like a few days ago, I shot a Glock 17 for the first time. And I'm like, yeah, that's a lot more than I expected.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could handle a long barrel.
I shot a 22 caliber handgun. I'm like, oh, this is feels pretty decent. I shot the Glock 17. I'm like, it's probably not gonna be that much more. And I take one shot of it, and like my hands go like I think like 1 or 2 inches off, and I'm like, yeah, that's a lot more.
I'm just afraid of shooting it and the thing's gonna break and hit me in the face. You ever seen those compilations
like,
of idiots
my
with
dad
guns?
shows like my uncle like a video of me shooting the 9mm light. My uncle's like, with that stance, you're gonna wipe yourself out with a 45.
My
Yeah.
mom still thinks she's like one of those like no gun control people. She's not like a liberal, but she just doesn't think that guns are every single solution to the world's problems. Because I would always like walk in with like my spring pistol, and when I came to eat, I would just sit on the table and was like, "Why do you have that?" I said, "Because maybe the bad guys are gonna come, and I need my gun."
Ishan finally got a Tokyo Marine Glock 17.
What's that?
What? What?
What the
Yeah.
hell?
What?
I just found an old like flip phone, like laying in one of the back of my dressers.
Oh well. But yeah,
What's
Glock
that?
17. I feel like I like it more after I shot one.
Yeah. Have you ever shot a submachine gun?
No, I've only shot a Glock 17, 22 caliber Ruger, and a 20 gauge Beretta X2000 shotgun. And yeah, it's literally and I've dry fired a Glock 23. And
Yeah. Guy robs a 7-Eleven with a trench gun.
yep. Guy robs 7-Eleven with a Nerf gun.
Wanted man turns himself in to get his own reward money.
Personally, like I've seen tons of actual firearms in person, but like I've barely shot any, and also yeah, haven't held that much either, but I've seen a lot of museums.
Yeah.
Like a good museum to check out firearms is the NRA headquarters in Fairfax, Virginia.
Yeah.
I mean, they have freaking FAMAS F1 there, M16A1, Old West revolvers, freaking. Oh, they had like I swear they had like 15 Thompsons.
Really?
Yeah. They had like a whole wall of like Thompsons. They had like MP5, like 85, I think, Uzi. I still haven't found a museum that has a Tech 9. There's like one by my grandma's house is a Mac 10. And oh yeah, another this same museum by my grandma's house also has like AKs that like the Vietnamese used and like the RPG too.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, it's funny because back then I didn't know like the MP5 variants that well. So like when they said MP5 9mm, I asked like one of the guys there who's like a former Marine, hey, you know which variant of the MP5 this is? And he just says, oh, it's an MP5 9mm. I'm like, that's not a variant.
I want to shoot a M9.
Yeah, now that I know that the MP5 that I saw was an A5. But yeah. How you can tell the MP5 variants is by the stocks that they have in the fire selectors. Because like the older ones have like a different have like a fire selector that's only on the left side of the gun that's different looking, and then the newer ones have an ambidextrous one.
I saw in a documentary that in World War II, Japanese suicide bombers, or not suicide bombers, but just pilots, they always carry like a M712 pistol.
The hell is an M712? They always carry like the Nambu and the something like that.
No, it's a funky. It's got
I'll
a
name Japanese guns. There's the Nambu pistols, which they carry. Type 38 Arisaka. I think there's like a couple different Arisaka types. There's the Type 99, which has like an AK looking mag on top. It's a light machine gun. The sights are like on the left side. And then there's the Type 100, which is another submachine gun where the mag's like sticking out of the side. It's really weird. That's like the basis of Japanese guns from that era. And then American guns from that era, you got the good old model 1928 M1A1 Thompson, the freaking M1 Garand, M1 Carbine, Browning M1919 high power BAR, another model 1897 Trent shotgun.
They never used the grease gun, did they?
They did, yeah.
Oh.
Springfield M1903. Did you know that the grease gun actually in the MAC-10 used the same magazines?
Yeah.
The MAC-10 was just made so they could like recycle grease gun magazines. But the MAC-10 turned out to be too high in recoil and stuff like that, but the suppressor that it was made for makes it more controllable. And the MAC-10 actually was really known as being a piece of crap that Hollywood made popular. The gangsters had them because really after failed to be really issued to the military, they're just like, let's sell them in the civilian market. And then all the anti-gun people like start freaking out about it and stuff. And then they banned submachine guns made after May of 1986 from being purchased.
I heard the Japanese also carried around like STG 44s.
Now, in the 1920s, you could order a freaking Thompson from a Sears catalog to your front door with no background check or anything, and crime rates were lower.
Well, I guess a lot of people were trusted back then.
Well, yeah, because there were like barely any restrictions then, so people could carry on them and defend themselves. So basically, if you were going to do a mass shooting back then, you probably wouldn't want to because probably like the dude who's standing next to you on the street is probably packing.
I shit you not. They actually have World War II Lego sets. If you go search it up right now, I swear
don't
they
have official ones, but like there's like kits that like people make unofficially.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lego wouldn't make World War II sets just because they're like, oh, that's too dark. But I mean, at the same time, though, I mean, I feel like they'd make some good money if they did that. I know Mega Bloks makes Call of Duty sets.
Really?
Yeah. I want Lego to make a GTA Vice City set. Lego should also make a Scarface set. Like a whole mansion. You got freaking Tony Montana with the little friend, and you got the freaking all those like that
Had like a bunch of like mechanisms that like kill, not kill, but like.
And have like Gina and Manolo included.
Shrek the Lego set.
And then add the Tony's wife that left him. I love how he's like all nice at first, and then later on when they're out at dinner, she's like, he like starts like trash talking her, and like starts screaming and like threatens to attack her. Manolo's like, stop it.
There was this kid on Team Fortress 2 who apparently says that his great grandfather who was the one who killed Hitler, and of course this kid was lying because.
Remember the scene when Manolo? So like, Tony goes to Manolo's house, and then he realizes that his sister and Manolo are engaged, and Tony just pulls out his Beretta Cheetah and just lights up Manolo. They're like smiling, they're like, we're engaged, and then Tony's just like starts like making this mad face and just whips out his Beretta Cheetah and just like lights him up. And that's what it's called. It's a Beretta Cheetah, the gun that he uses.
Was it an Italian weapon or?
Yeah. Was the chainsaw scene necessary though? I swear, after that scene, I was questioning if I had PTSD. Literally, after I literally the whole time that scene was going on, I was just cringing.
I guess I just whatever I like.
The worst
I
part is when
looked
they
at.
showed you the blood splashing on the wall. I'm like, okay, you're going a little too far there.
So I didn't have him pinned up. I don't think that the first time I watched that scene, my whole body was in chills, and I couldn't even move because what I just witnessed was so vulgar. And I didn't even think I actually finished the movie after that. I think I just went to bed, and I just finished the movie the next day.
Yeah.
Angel Fernandez.
Hello. Ahmed.
Ahmed's fun day at the beach.
Yes.
Jimmy, don't forget to put on your cream. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced sunblock. No. Close your eyes so I can put it on your face. Ah!
This one feels sticky. You want to end the podcast and just call each other?
Sure.
Alright, I'll call you in a sec. Alright, bye everyone.